Very impressive.
We are live. Okay.
All right.
Since not everybody's here, we'll just
Kill time with some jokes.
this. I don't know if this is a joke. This is dam. 1 mayon, 2 mayonos.
It's the new base manager's light fixture.
This is showers and new base measures. Just to review real quickly, we're jumping into the sugya. Okay, we have a machlokes.
I don't see a beard growing yet.
He did. Of course, I went to Reb Chaim Kanievsky last night. As anticipated, word for word that he said, yes, no, where's your beard? He laughed a little bit, the whole thing, the whole spiel. So Reb Chaim Kanievsky, he asked me to get a bracha for the new base measures and the 8 minute daf. So he said, I anticipated this because every single time. So he's like, where's your beard? I like, oh, my beard. And I pull it out of my pocket, a Purim beard. He burst, no, never happened. I thought about doing it, asked my father if it's okay, and he said no. He says, you don't know. If you laugh, great, but not. So I said, okay, fine. But we did have a good time.
He would laugh, by the way.
Where was your hat?
He would find that funny.
And I forgot my hat. I literally forgot my hat. And I borrowed a hat from a guy, but it was like, I couldn't do it. It was like one of these Bnei Braki hats. I was like, nah. Anyways, but it was good. It was good times. He gave me a bracha that should finish Shas, the whole thing. Okay, fine. Anyway, so let's go. Now, 7:25, we got to move.
He's thinking today's Magid this year.
The guy says, the guy gives 4 shiurim a day, and he's looking at me. I promise, he's like staring at me. Should I tell him about the beard? Should I not tell him about the beard? I don't know. Anyway, Rabbi Isai. Okay, let's go. We have a machlokes, Rav and Levi. Major machlokes, and this is what we're going to be discussing today for most of the day today. Does a woman have 2 sources of dam or 1 source of dam? We explained that you could even explain it scientifically. It doesn't necessarily mean a real source, another pipe, but rather the reason behind the dam is another source. Fine. Rav says 1 mayon, meaning the Torah turns it on and turns it off. So here, I don't know, this is the best I could do today, just to give it a little bit of a... This is 1 mayon. It's 1 flow. The Torah turns it on. Over here it's tamei. Over here it's tar. There's a break-off point. It's a deraisa. There's no logic. It's not a physical thing. On, off, or off, on. What's an nafkamina? We said yesterday. If a woman, she's in her 7 days of tumah. So here's it's off. It's tamei. As soon as you get to day 8, the switch flips on, and it's tar blood. So it's tamei tar. It doesn't matter, even though, so memela becomes a kula. You hear? It went from red to blue. It went from tamei to tar. That's a kula. On the flip side, if we're dealing with tahar blood on day 40, up to day 40, everything is tar, then the switch goes off. It becomes a chumrah because now it is tamei blood. But if you say it's 2 sources, it's a physical thing. So if it's physical, look, it's all coming out from one place. So you can't say, this is tar, this is tamei. It's 1 source. In the 1 source, you can switch on and off. And memela, if you're going from day 40 to day 41, it continues to be tar. It continues to be tar because it's the same blood. You can't tell me within a drop it's a different blood. So memela, it's actually a kula according to Levi that says 2 sources. And it's the reverse, it's a chumrah if it's 2 sources in the beginning. Because it goes from tamei, from day 7 to day 8, will continue to be tamei. See, Mandy, you like the picture? Yeah, very good. Okay. Shkoyach for the haskama. Today's shir is sponsored, especially the Sufganiyot. It's a shayla halacha if you're allowed to eat of Sufganiyot today because it's within 25 days to Chanukah. Those who are not makbid, they bought the Sufganiyot. And they are sponsored. L'refur shleima, one of the guys from the shir's father went in for a surgery, and during surgery he had a stroke, and they missed the vital time. So he's in a terrible matzav. His name is Eliezer Lipa. Ben Chanasara, that's why Yeshua is all very into it. If you get 6 to 7 messages today about L'Refuasai, that's why. Okay, so now we're going to jump into the sugya. Meisvei. We're holding, 20 lines from the bottom. We're in big trouble because it's Rosh Chodesh and we started late today. Meisvei, Dam HaYoledes, and I have a very good story, but I'm not going to tell you. Dam HaYoledes, okay, fine, I'll tell you, but it's Rosh Chodesh. I'll tell you real quickly. Rabbi First, the Gadol in Chicago, came to our shul. It's a very wealthy shul, a lot of heavy old money in Lincolnwood, and he made an appeal for what? For me? I want to see the money before.
He needs a beard now.
He comes into the shul and he says, we have to raise money for the Tzedakah Fund of Chicago. So the Gabi goes over to different people. He says, okay, Dr. Friedman, $5,000, this $5,000, each guy is $5,000. There's one guy in shul that's always anonymous. No matter what, he's anonymous. He goes over to the guy, not going to say his name, and everybody sees the Gabi walking over to him, and then the Gabi screams out, anonymous $5,000. So I'm looking and I'm like, what do I do now? So I scream out, anonymous $500. The whole shul burst out laughing, and they went on like for 3 minutes. Because everybody's 5,000, and this little guy is 500,000, and he's also screaming out that he's anonymous. So why am I saying the story? Because 2 days ago, a guy from America that watches the shir every day, he anonymously donated $5,000. So Elchana Feinstein, who's a Maggid Shir, in that shul that I said the story, and he was there by that story, so he writes on the group yesterday, I am donating $5,000 anonymously. Now he really is donating, but I like the way he stuck in that anonymous. It says in big letters, Elchana Feinstein, anonymous. So anyway, it's fine. That's the Ma'aseh. Now let's jump into it. Zakta Gemara. Now whoever came for the stories, you could turn off the video now. Now we're going into learning. Meisvei. That's Yaakov's wife, V'chulu. Meisvei, Dama Yoledes Shalei Tavla. So we're going back to this, is the source of Dam, one source of two sources. It says that a woman who gave birth, and she didn't go to the mikvah. She could, but she didn't. That the Dam that she sees is not Tamei Midoraiso. Okay, so that's the machlokes we had yesterday. We discussed it numerous times. So it seems like, why not? Even if she stopped seeing Dam, there's no continuous flow, right? It doesn't say anything about stopping or going. So we'll say, even in a situation where it stopped. I'm not going to pretend that these sugis are easy to understand, but it's Rosh Chodesh, we're going to go quick. So anywhere I don't understand it completely, I'm going to go really, really quick and assume that you guys understand. And you're just too embarrassed to ask me. Fine. So I go bonim. If you hold that it's one source of Dam, the reason why Beis Hillel say that everything is Tamei is because her body is still Tamei. She never went to the mikvah. She wasn't Toivel. So I could understand that the Dam is Tamei. Levi do amar shnei ma'ayonos saying, amay metamelach v'yovesh. According to Levi, that a woman has two sources. So where did this Dam come from? She gave birth, she saw Dam. She made a stop. There's no Dam for 2 days. All of a sudden, she sees Dam again. She could have gone to the mikvah, but she didn't go because she had a very terrible surgery during birth and she's stuck in the hospital. She can't go. But Lamaisa, she's in Toyar days. And if she's in Toyar days, according to Levi, it's a different source of blood. It's a different Dam. So if it's a different Dam, why in the world does Beis Hillel say that it's Tamei Midaraisa? It's a different type of blood. Pretend, Rashi says, and I'm not making this up, Rashi says, Ki'ilu dam mechatma. It's as if blood came out of her nose. It's a different source. So how could you say that she's Tamei Midaraisa? O Malach Levi, Hachamayiskinu b'shoifas. Since it's one continuous, if you didn't see my picture, since it's one continuous flow from here to here, there's no visible distinction. Memela, and there was, so the Gemara's kasha was that there was a break. It says no, we have to say there's no break. It just flowed in, and even Levi will agree. Even if you say two sources, it's still considered one dam tumma, because there was physically no break.
There was no moment of transference.
Right. There's no moment of transference. Fine. From the author himself. So then we have to understand. You're telling me this, that this is the case. My time at the Beis Shammai. So what's going on here? How could Beis Shammai say that it's tahar? Amazing chiddush that even Levi is going to admit that Beis Shammai doesn't hold like Levi. Levi is the one that says there's two sources. No, I'm going to say that Beis Shammai holds it's one source. Says the Gemara Bishloim Levi Hainu Dika Ben Beis Shammai Beis Hillel. Now you can understand the tremendous machlokes. Now there's a great machlokes between Beis Shammai and Beis Hillel. Beis Shammai hold it's one source. Beis Hillel hold it's two sources. I get it. Elul Rav my benayu. According to Rav that it's one source. Then how come you're tamei in the days of Tahara? It's one source. In other words, what's the machlokes here? Benayu yoimei utvila. That Beis Hillel is going to say you need two things. You need days, and plus you have to go to the mikvah. So if we're in the days of Tahara, you're right, it's a completely different type of dam, but it's too bad. Her body is tamei and will be metame, that other sort. You need a combination of days and tefillah in order to get to a place of Tahara. The Beis Shammai saver b'yomi tol rachmana, or Beis Hillel saver b'yomi utfila. You need two things. You need days and tefillah, and if there's no tefillah, there is Toshma. Umoidim b'yoledes b'zoiv shimitama. We're talking about what? No. Umoidim b'mitama lach v'yovish. What was the case? A woman gave birth, as we're going to see. She's a zava. She saw three here in this case. If we want to see it again, this is the most overused chart. How do you just to understand, a woman saw dam for 7 days, or she saw 1 day, she became a Niddah, and then immediately after the Niddah period, she goes to the mikvah. Immediately afterwards starts an 11-day period of ziva. The only way to get to these 11 days if you go through these 7 days. So it's talking about a lady is in her 9th month. All of a sudden she sees dam. She waited 7 days, and then all of a sudden in the 11th day she sees dam 1, 2, 3. She becomes a zava g'dayla. She becomes a zava g'dayla, and then she gives birth on day 6. No connection to her ziva. That's a different sugya we're going to have later on. Now, the problem is, after you see dam for 1, 2, 3, you have to wait 7 nikim for these 1, 2, 3 days. So she gives birth, and she waits 14 days because she gave birth to a girl or to a boy. She has to wait 7 days, and after that she starts counting shiva nikim. During those 7 nikim, she sees dam. Mitam malach v'yovesh. Now that is considered a deraisa dam. So ochenami the posko. Even if it stopped from her birth to the ziva dam. Bishlam Rav da Omar mayin echad who mishum hoche mitamo lach v'yovesh. According to Rav, that says that it's one source. So since she's a zava, her guf is mitame. So that's why. Right? She didn't go to the mikveh yet. She didn't finish her 7 days in the kim. So her body is in a state of ziva. Her body's in a state of ziva. It has the power to make the dam tummy. But since the dam right now, Rabbi said, listen to this unbelievable kasha. Where is she now? She just gave birth. She's in the hospital. She's 15 days after she gave birth. 15 days after she gave birth, even if she gave birth to a girl, she's already in the Tahara period. Her dam is completely tar. According to Levi, it comes from another source. So it's tahar dam. So then why, if she's in a state of ziva, is this dam mitama? It's tahar dam. Amai mitama, lach v'yovesh. It should be no worse than meraglayim. It's fluid that came out of her body. But what kind of fluid? Completely tar fluid, because it's a completely different source. She was a zava 4 weeks ago. Rabbi said she was a zava over here. She gave birth over here. She waited 14 more days, and she's in the Tahara period. If she wouldn't have been a zava, she would have been in the Tahara period. What does that tell me? That Levi's saying it's a completely different dam. It's dam Tahara. So how can you tell me that the dam is mitama her midaraisa? The only way I could get to a way to say that the dam is tamim deraisa is if the blood continued from day 1 all the way through, or whatever, from her ziva yiledes through, and Memela never had a chance to turn into dam tahara. Because since she has 2 sources and it changes the dam tahara, then this dam wouldn't be tamim deraisa. We actually had a Gemara in the beginning of Sechta. It's impossible. A person dies, whatever. Somehow it flowed very lightly, maybe. and that's why. Okay, we already said a case of shifas. We already said that if it continues, then everybody agrees that it's one source. It's from it never had a continuous, whatever Nachman said over there. It's the same dam and it's Memel Tomei. Says the Gemara Lebi Shammai Yitzrich. It is a Chiddush Lebi Shammai. Again, we said before that Bishamai, even according to Levi, Bishamai hold it's one source. And according to Bishamai, it's only depend on the days, not on Tefillah. So Memela, it changed into Taradam. Hanimili Beyuled is greater so. The Shlimilo Yomi. That's if she is just a woman who gave birth and she did everything she needed to do. And that's why you gave me a funny look before. Aviyuled is Bezoiv, the Bayisphere. Unbelievable. Since her body is in a state of Ziva, then the source didn't change over. We're not. It's one mayon, but since she's Yulez Bezoiv, and you have to count Memela, it's Tomei Midiraisa. Toshma. It says in the pasuk an extra word, the voisa titma. What do you learn from that extra word? L'rabois is boyalo. We're talking about a woman who's giving birth. She's a Yuledes. We said a man who's with his wife who's a Niddah, he turns into a Niddah. So a man who's with his wife who just gave birth turns into a Yuledes. MMA is tummy like a Yuledes. L'rabbis is boilo. The voice of Titma, another thing we learned, l'rabbis haleilois. Crazy chiddush. I would think that since the Torah says Shivas Yomim, so this woman is not tummy at night. She's only tummy during the day, Sunday day, Sunday night she's tar, Monday day again she's tummy, Monday night she's tar. Kids are only because it says Shivas Yomim. Kamashmal or not. Be'etzem, we're not learning it out from the same words, from the word. We're not learning it out from the voice of Titma. We're learning it out from Titma. That's why I can learn three things. How can I learn three things from one word? The answer is because Titma gives us a hekesh to Niddah. So whatever Niddah has, Niddah's mitame bayala, Niddah is yomim kileilois. Now what I learned from the voice, huh? L'rabois, the voice of Titma, l'rabois, hayuledes, bezoiv, shetricha, sheteshev, shiva yomim nikim. If you want to understand the sugya, you just have to emphasize the word nikim. It says here in the pasuk that a woman who gives birth has to sit 7 days that are clean of dam if she's a zava. I can understand why you need 7 clean days of no dam because it comes from the same source. According to Levi, if she makes a slight break in the dam, so it's not shifas, it doesn't go over, now it starts a new source, so it's a clean source. So even if she sees dam, it's tahar dam. Why does it have to be nikim? You're 100% right. If she stops seeing dam, then that's it. Now what happens if she starts seeing dam again? No.
As long as there's a separation. Before the
separation is
when does she go to the mikvah?
That's the question. How long is 7 days?
when she gets out of the hospital.
Is it 7 days?
The question is why the Torah is
days
matzah,
of
she's in the king.
What?
The question is why the Torah is matzah, she's in the king. That's done.
No, so I think if she sees, look into this, I think if she sees dam, then she's tummy again. It's just not part of the original. That's what I think. We'll look into it. Toshma.
Wait 1 second.
There's no seconds here. We don't have time. Toshma, what? But make it quick.
Include the days that she sees blood?
What?
That's what we know from learning. From the source, from the time.
No. Shiva Nakim is Shiva Nakim, and it's not included. Right now we're holding that the Shiva Nakim has nothing to do with the weeks that she saw, that she stopped seeing dam before. She has to wait a new 7 Nakim. No. It says, look Rashi.
I saw that.
No, v'roib tach shvaim chazar atomei li posayach.
Again, it's a new tumor.
Right.
That's not in the Shemona
No. Dibetach shvuayim lav avsoki the kim chazar atomei li posayach. Okay, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Okay.
What if you stop in the Shemona?
Yeah. I hear what you're saying, but I still Whatever. Toshma. Yimei Ibura Oilim La Limei Minikusa. If you remember, we're going all the way back to the beginning of Sechta. It wasn't so long ago, but it seems like years ago. It was like 30 days ago. That's in the beginning. That's the first daf, but this was like daf A, I think. So anyways, it says that a woman, so what is the first mission? The first mission is if a woman sees dam, then we have to go back retroactive 24 hours, meis la'eis, or mepkida l'pkida. Do you go back to the last time she checked? Why? Because maybe the dam was hanging out in her guf and we didn't know about it, and a woman is tamei from the moment it leaves her womb, and we don't know when the dam actually came out. So in Mela, we go back 24 hours or more. However, if she's a woman that shouldn't be seeing dam, an old lady, or a pregnant woman, or a nursing woman, so you don't go backwards. What consists of a pregnant woman and a woman who is nursing? It says that you need 3 oinos. 3 times 30 days. Every oino is 30 days, 3 times 30 days. Now, it says, Yimei Ibura, Oilim Lo Limei Minukusa, you can combine pregnancy and nursing together. It doesn't matter, you can do 60 days in pregnancy, 30 days in nursing, or vice versa. It adds up to 90 days. And then if she sees dam, it's from that point on, and you don't go backwards. Yimei Minukusa, Oilim Lo Limei Ibura, Ketzad. Hefsiko Shtayim B'mei Ibura, Vachas B'mei Minukusa, Shtayim B'mei Minukusa, Vachas B'mei Ibura, all the sarichos, 1.5, 2 and 1, 1 and 2, and 1.5 and 1.5. Now, here's the question. Beautiful question. What happened? A woman was pregnant for 2 months. She didn't see dam for 2 months. The 8th month and the 9th month she didn't see dam. She gave birth. What are we saying? That now she has to be completely clean for 30 days. What about the blood that she sees at the birth? We're going according to Man Omar, it's a different blood. It's a different type. We're not concerned about it. So let's forget about that for a second. But she has to be completely clean from regular dam for 30 days. Question, why? If it's 2 sources, and now she's in her tayar days, 14 days after she gave birth, why does she have to wait another 30 days of clean days? It's a different type of blood. It's a different source. It's clean blood. It's tayar blood that should not render her tamei. So as long as she has 1 clean day, let's say, she should be already tar. Why do you have to have an extra month after she gives birth? No? Yes? Yes? No? You're looking at me. A woman has to have 90 days of clean. She can't see any dam if she's pregnant and nursing, and then if she sees dam, then she's different than all other women. Then you go from that point forward, and you don't give her a 24-hour retroactive period of tumah. How does it work? 60 days during pregnancy, she gives birth, scratch everything that happens by the birth, it's as if it never happened. Then she has another 30 days while she's nursing that she doesn't see dam. Total of 90 days. On day 91 she sees dam, you don't go back 24 hours. You only go from here on. Why do you need 30 days when she's nursing? The 30 days while she's nursing is not real dam. It's the haradam. It's in the 66 days period that all dam that comes out is from her nose. It's not connected to her womb. It's a different source. So Mamela, who cares if she saw dam or didn't see dam? It's all taharadam. I don't want to get into it, but the Rebbe Kiva Eger brings up a tremendous point here. But she still has tumah dam. She still has dam once she gives birth. The first 2 weeks is tummy dam. That's not a different source. So you have to say that she didn't see dam then. Okay, whatever. Chazanish. Fine. I get Rav. According to Levi, that says 2 different sources. So why do I need a 3rd month? As long as she showed that there's no dam at all for a little bit, that's it. The rest of the dam after that is tar dam. Her boys say bad news. Tomorrow is also Rosh Chodesh. It's great news for Rosh Chodesh. Great news if you're a kid in Cheder. You have a half a day of school. Bad news if you're trying to do a daf in 25 minutes. Toshma. V'shovin beroyo achar dam toyar shadayo shatom. Listen to this. Everybody agrees, Bishamim Bisilel, going back to the beginning of the Sechta, that if a woman comes off a dam toyar, dayashato, Even if it's a few days afterwards, you go from here on out. Bishloi Levi. Now here's very important. This brisa is a great raya for Levi. We have to remember that. Bishloi Levi, do Omar Shnei Mayonesein, Mishum Hachi Dayashata. Why? This woman was mesuluk from dam. She had no dam. Ememela, whatever happened here is all new. Elul Rav Doma Mayin Nechadu. She has a chazaka that she has dam. Amay Dayashato. Amay Dayashato Tetamo Meis Le'eis. Why? Because this dam is bad dam. It's muchsuk as dam. She saw dam before, and this muchsuk now is dam. She should go back 24 hours. Says the Gemara, the Lekha shows. So we have to be doichak. This is a big doichak according to Rav, and we have to say that you don't have 24 hours. You can't go backwards 24 hours because you don't have 24 hours. You might have 10 hours, but you can't go 24 hours back because 24 hours back is still in the toyar time. Ask the Gemara. Hold on. Okay, so you can't go back 24 hours, but let her at least go back to when she did her last check. So if she came off for 80 days of Tahara, and she did a check on day 80, and then she saw dam 10 hours later, so let her be Tameh all the way back to the check. Now, why don't we just say that there's no time for a check? Just like we just said, there's no time for 24 hours, says Rashi, because then there'll be zero chiddush here. If there's no time for a check, and there's no this, so the moment she came off for 80 days, she saw dam, of course you don't go backwards anywhere. What?
If I remember Daf Yomi,
Yeah.
that was a takona, 24 hour. It's nothing, it's not a derise, the whole necessity. You want to encourage people
Okay.
to check themselves.
Hold your question. Kiv in the meis leis leko mepkida nami lo yigozu barabanan. Fine. So over here we're saying this gzeira, like you said, it's gzeira and memela. We don't do gzeira when there's no ace leis anyways. If there's no 24 hours, no reason for me to say if I can't even do a 24-hour meis leis, I don't even do a pkida. Toshma. Yoledes bezoiv shesafra veloy tavla viroasa. She gave birth when she was a zava, and she counted 7 nikim, a different case than we had before. Before we were talking about she didn't count. She theoretically could be completely tired if she just went to the mikvah. But she didn't go to the mikvah. And then she sees dam, and we had this exact case yesterday, and it says, hold that since she could go to the mikvah, the dam that she sees now is completely tahar. And Beisil will go l'shitasan that she's completely tamei. Bishlem l'Rav Doma Mayin Echadu Mishum Hachi. According to Beisil Mitamelach v'Yavish, why is she completely tamei? According to Beisil Midai Raisa, because her body is tamei. And since she didn't go to the mikveh and Beisil, oh, you need to go to the mikveh and days, so her body is tamei and the blood is tamei. Elo l'Levi Doma Shnei Mayonesein Amay Mitamelach v'Yavish. It's a completely different source, like Rashi says. It says it over here. So if it's a completely different source, why is she talking about the Raisa? So it's a Bam Kashan Levi, Omalach Levi, Anodamri Kitane the Shavim. A second ago, right before this Brisa, the Brisa went according to me. And it was a Bam Kashan Rav, and Rav had to say a Doichak. What was Rav's Doichak Teretz? There's no time in the day. But that's the Doichak Teretz. I'm going to say the Brisa is going normal. There's plenty of time in the day. And it's a great raya to me. You're right, this Brisa is a steerer to me. I go with the other Brisa that's a raya to me. Okay, so since you're asking me how come, according to Bishamai, this dam that comes from a second source is Tamim B'Daraisa? Because she never stopped bleeding. And Memela, it's one source. Wait a minute, doesn't fit in because it says she counted and she was clean, so it wasn't one source. Here comes a mechudesh degeteretz. Hacha b'yela this nekeva b'zoyvaskinon. She gave birth, so she has 14 days of tuma. The shavua kama paska. In the first week, she counted 7 nikim for a zava. And what's your kasha? It doesn't count towards ziva. He holds that it does count. This is we're going to see. This is machlokes whether it counts or not. Shavua kama paska. Shavua bas really paska. Then she started bleeding again because Sabi meili daso she'ein roya behen oilu l'svia zivasa. Sabi meila. What happened here? that she was shifas. It kept on moving. The dam kept on going from tumah to tahara. So memela, it's midoi raisa tumah even according to Beishamai. But she was able to count 7 clean days because of the 7 beginning clean days of a nekeva where you could count 7 clean days according to this manam. Omer Ravina, the Rav Ashi, Omer Rav Shemen Misichra, Iglam Azud La'asim Edorash, Hilchasik of say the Rav L'Chumra, Hilchasik of say the Levi L'Chumra. So, Chumra, in if the same case, if she is seeing dam from day 7 to day 8, we'll say the halacha is like Levi L'Chumra, that she continues being a Niddah, and from day 40 to day 41, we'll say L'Chumra that she continues being a Niddah, like the Manda Omer that says that it's it's 2 sources. Memela, according to Levi, this would be a continuation of dam. It's one source because it's continuous, right? Because if you say that it's one source and the Torah turns it on, turns it off, so the Torah has the right to turn it off between 40 and 41, even though it's one continuous source. But according to Levi, that says that it's 2 sources. So even though it's 2 sources, but right now you see mefurish physically, that's not 2 sources. It's continuous. And Memela L'Chumra, he would say that on day 41. On day 8, it's Tomei instead of being tar. We'll repeat it again to make sure we got it. Chumra. Vilchasek say the Levi L'Chumra. Rav Ashi Omar Hilchasek say the Rav Bein L'Kula Bein L'Chumra. Doresh Merema Hilchasek say the Rav Bein L'Kula Bein L'Chumra. V'Hilchasa say the Rav Bein L'Kula Bein L'Chumra. So, what happens here? Rav holds that it's one source of dam. The Torah turns it on, turns it off. On day 7, up until day 7, this dam is tamei. Torah turns it off and says it's tar. That's a kula. So the halach is like Rav, that on day 8, she's tar legamre, even though it's continuous flow. Kula. Here's the chumrah. She's in her tahara days, and she sees dam, tar. Comes day 41. The chumrah means that right now, the Torah turned it off and said that she's tamei. Even though it's one source, and physically it doesn't make any sense that the dam should be any different from the second before, the Torah turns it off. It's Xeris HaKasav. Right now you're tamei. Day 41 you're tamei. So it's like Rav, L'Chumra, and L'Kula. Halach is like Rav. Bekitzer, so for those of you who had kashas, how is it possible that a body has 2 sources and then science says it doesn't? Halach is like Rav. Zok the Mishnah. 4 minutes, not a big deal to do the summit. Hamakasha. If a woman asks kashas, she becomes a niddah. A woman who is in labor pain. Okay, no jokes. If a woman is in labor pain, so we had this case a bunch of times. I showed it even earlier today. If the dam is, you could say that the source of the dam is her labor and her giving birth, niddah. You're not going to be a zav, you're going to be niddah. We're going to explain better. Again, ziva period lasts for 11 days. What happens on day 12? If she sees dam, she becomes a niddah all over again. The whole cycle starts again. So she had labor pain for 3 days during her 11 ziva days. Vishafsa, and then she took a big break. So here, right in this chart, 1, 2, 3. She saw dam, but she had tremendous labor pain. Doctor's saying you're going to give birth any minute. Guess what happened? Day 4, vacation time. She might have seen dam, but she stopped having labor pain. And then she gave birth on day 5, so we're going to say no connection. 3 days of dam and labor have no connection to the birth. Maybe she gave birth beziva. Because if she gave birth on day 4, then she gave birth not at a ziva. This is called childbirth dam, right? Natural birth. There's a little dam before. Fine. What is considered a break? Like Shabbos. Just like Shabbos starts at the night and ends at the night. So the only time you have a break is if you have a 24-hour break, but not 24 hours from 12 noon to 12 noon. It starts by Shkia and ends by Shkia. Physically, that's a good break for the body. Sheshavsa min atzar, and now the Mishnah just describes what's the break from pain. V'loy min adam. The Gemara is going to explain better. Kami kishuya. How long could labor pain last? Ask any woman. Rabbi Meir ma'afil arboim v'chamishim yoyim rachman al-Islan. Rabbi Yehuda Omer daya chodcha. No, labor pain is only in the 9th month, or in the 7th month if she gave birth in the 7th month. Rabbi Yosef, Rabbi Shimon Oimrim, ein kishu yoysim mishtei shabbosos. You cannot have labor pain more than 2 weeks. Otu kol ha'maksha nidahi. What if a woman gives birth in the 11 days of Ziva? Why are you calling her a Niddah? That's called a Zava. So if she had labor pain and she gave birth, she's a Zava. Why are you calling her a Niddah? Says the Gemara, unbelievable pshat. Amarav Niddah liyoyma. Of Vadas, she gave birth in the Ziva period, but we treat her like a Niddah. In other words, we say, do not be with your husband. You're Niddah. How do you tell a woman you're Niddah? You can't be with her? You're Niddah. Meaning, she could go to the mikvah that day, she's toivel that night. She doesn't have to wait like a Zavaktana, even a Zavaktana. If a woman sees dam in these 11 days, one time, shemeres yoyim. She has to go to the mikveh tomorrow. But here, we tell her, go to the mikveh tonight. The point is, don't be with your husband, make some sort of hecker here, and don't be with your husband. So Shmuel says, no, you cannot be with your husband, because what happens if you took a break, a proper break, and it turns out that you were with your husband while she was a Zav. She was a Zava. She was a Zava, now you chayv kares. Zavaktana. Even a Zavaktana, if you were with the Zavaktana before she goes to the mikvah, chayv kares. So don't put yourself in a suffix. She's mutter to her husband, it's not a problem at all. We're not worried about maybe tishva, it's not shchiach, and no worries. Vaktani hamaksha nido. It says mefurish that she's a Niddah, Omarava, b'mei Niddah, b'mei Ziva tahira. Well, if she's in the Niddah period, how do you get to the Niddah period? Rashi says, after the 11 days you start a Niddah period, because I guess if you're starting over here, she saw Niddah, then she's a Niddah mamish. But if she's in the Niddah period, then she's a Niddah. We're going to see from Psukim that if she gives birth in the Ziva, then she's tar. V'tanya, and we learn also, Hamakasha b'mei Niddah, b'mei Ziva tahira. Keitzad. Kishis a yoim echad, very arichas dike Gemara, I'm not sure why, but it's basically saying one concept. Whatever is closest to the birth, that's what it is. If she has labor right before birth, then she was in labor. Then all the blood she saw beforehand is nothing. And if she had a break before birth, then everything she saw. So it's not enough if she saw break, labor, break, or break, labor, or labor, break. It doesn't matter how you do it. Whatever comes right before the birth, that's what counts. Okay, it's that Kishisa Yoim Echad. She was in labor one day, B'Shavsa Shnaim, and she had 2 days break. Or she Kishisa Shnaim, B'Shavsa Yoim Echad. Or she had 1 day break. Or she Shavsa Kishisa V'Chaz B'Shavsa. Break, labor, break, but the break comes right before the birth. Harezu Yelez B'Zoiv. Because she took a break, then it's complete Ziva. Ava Shavsa Yoim Echad, same thing, but in reverse. V'Kishisa Shnaim. There's labor right before the birth. There's again labor right before the birth. There's labor right before the birth. Then it's not ziva. That all has to do with giving birth. Here's the klal. If whatever is next to the birth, that's considered birth, but if there's a break right before the birth, so all the blood she saw beforehand is Ziva. One more halacha. Chanani ben Achi Rabbi Yeshua Omer, the nephew of Yeshua says, Kol shechal kishuyu bashlishi shelah. If there was a little bit of a labor in the 3rd day, in order to be a zavak doila, you need to have 3 full days of dam. If, says Reb Chananya, if there's a tiny little bit of labor pain on day 3, then it's no longer ziva. How much labor pain? Even 1 hour. But he's saying a tremendous chiddush. Let's say she sees 1 hour of labor pain on the night of 3, and then there's 24 hours of a break, all the way into day 4. That's still considered that she was a yeledes out of labor pain, because the labor pain happened on the 3rd day. So let's see inside. If there's a tiny little bit of labor pain, even even if there's 24 hours of break, ein zu yilez b'zoiv. Klal shedover la'asui mai. I've never seen such explanation in the brisa. Kisha yom echad, kisha shtei yomim, shayfi yom echad, and then it says klal shedover. So then, what does it come to include? What other case can you possibly even think about? La'asui de chananya. What does that mean? I didn't learn it well yesterday. Today I think I learned it better. To exclude chananya. I thought la'asui chananya to include him, to exclude him. Klal shedover means that. Chananya says 1 hour is enough. No, it's not enough. That's the pshat. Oscar agrees with me. He argues with me?